You're listening to 102.7 Chop FM, and this is ArtsTalk. Good evening. You're listening to 102.7 Chop FM, and this is ArtsTalk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And this show is dedicated to bringing the arts to Newmarket. Not just the musical arts, although there's always lots of musicians here, but any artist practicing any discipline, be they amateur or professional. If you're in the arts and would like to appear on this show, then there are ways you can contact us.
You can contact us on Facebook, search ArtsTalk Radio, and send us a message there. Or you could send us an email to artstalkradio102.7@gmail.com.
And don't forget to tune in every Wednesday at 6 o'clock sharp-ish, depending upon when the band arrives,
or when we
to hear
arrive.
good music and to find out what's going on in the independent art scene.
Yes.
Our guests tonight are the Advancing Lowlives. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you for coming in.
We have Peter, Tom, and Jordan, and Shannon in the background there. Hi, Shannon.
We have a guest.
All the way from St. Catharines by way of Toronto.
Yes.
Is this true?
Very true.
It's a bit of a drive.
St. Catharines. You're our second St. Catharines band.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's like some good talent in St. Catharines. We like the band Output a lot. They came on the show. Do you guys know them?
You know them?
I
don't
do.
personally.
I don't know them. Actually, the one guy, I think his name's Adam.
Yeah.
Used to play another band called Foolproof with Paige, who's a musician from Niagara as well. So I
Cool.
can know them. But I know they're good friends with Heart Attack Kids, and we've played a couple shows with Heart Attack
totally.
Kids. So.
Cool.
Heart
Yeah, they're
Attack
awesome.
Kids.
We love
Yeah.
Heart Attack Kids.
We love Heart
Yeah,
Attack
from
Kids.
London,
they're
yeah.
great.
Yeah, they're wicked.
Heart Attack Kids are coming up to Barrie next Thursday.
Yeah, my
are they
band's
not?
playing with them actually, May
Yeah.
11th. It's Rubella, Output actually, Heart Attack Kids, and Generation Hext
Wow.
at the
It's gonna be
Fox
a good,
Lounge.
it's gonna be a good
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
Fox Lounge is awesome too.
Yeah,
Shane
we
Keith,
love
he's
playing
done a
Fox.
couple of shows like for us and stuff.
Nice, yeah.
Good
Oh,
guy.
cool.
Oh, so the music scene, the rock scene in St. Catharines is pretty good?
You guys
We've
just
got a
have
great
annual
scene.
meeting?
We do a lot of our playing around the GTA. St. Catharines has more of a folky scene, but there's a good handful of heavy bands as well.
Is that right? Barrie's got a big-time hardcore scene. Hardcore punk. Wouldn't you say? No?
I wouldn't really say a
Would you say
hardcore scene, but I
Newmarket
would say
has
that
a hardcore
there's a rock scene. I think Newmarket has a pretty good like punk scene. It's kind of, you know, it's not like every weekend punk rock, but it's
Maybe it's
once a
because
month
the
punk
only
rock.
shows you take me to are punk shows.
Probably.
Maybe that's why.
Probably.
I have
You
the
think
sense,
it's
the
amazing.
sense that there's a punk scene.
No, but
here.
St. Catharines, I actually don't know any folk artists from St. Catharines, but I heard about the opening of the Warehouse, and then is it
Yep.
Indoor Shoes is a promotion company
Indoor
there, and I've
Shoes,
heard really good things about that whole area, so I want
We're-
to go. Sounds cool.
So let's talk about the Advancing Lowlives. How long have you been together?
Well, me and Pete went to high school together.
Nice.
I hung out with his younger brother for most of my time in high school. It was a couple years after high school that he needed a drummer, so he looked me up. We got together, and since then, we've had a couple different groups together as the Advancing Lowlives, but this is definitely our newest and strongest lineup to date. Jordan was with us for a while 2 years ago.
I think like 2014-ish.
Yeah, and he just recently joined back up with us again.
Nice.
So
That's
Yeah.
cool. So you knew some of the songs already going into it?
Yeah,
always
there were a
nice.
few new ones to pick up, but we still play a lot of the last material.
Good. Very cool.
Started playing covers?
no, not
No,
really with us. We play a couple laced throughout, but
We try not to get
big
known for
focus
that.
is the original side
Really?
of it. So.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you did, like how you just said it. Good to not be known for that, because you can get called a cover band pretty quickly if that's what
Definitely.
people are noticing you playing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to be, yeah.
Once you get put in that corner, it's really
Yeah.
hard to kind of get out of it. People just naturally assume you're
And
going
they
to play
want to hear
like
those covers that they
Exactly.
know, right? And it's, yeah.
You find it's harder to get places to play original?
It's different type
Depends
of,
where the scene is and depends what they're looking for. Like again, like playing in bars that you really want to play. Usually they want cover bands because they just want people to get drunk and they want someone to just like play music to the crowd. I don't know. You have to do a lot more of the booking yourself and do a lot more of the legwork. I think for an original band.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's the way I see that. Like with a cover band, you can play to a packed bar of up to 200 to 400 people, right? They're all there. They're all having fun. They're dancing.
Singing along.
The thing is they're there at the end of their work week to blow off steam. What you play is like top 40 hits, so like they'll dance and they'll enjoy it, but the next morning they don't always know who you are, right? Whereas I could play to 400 people doing a cover gig and still make more fans playing to 10 at a venue that sells tickets or whatever, right? Because they came for the local music to find a new band, to find new music to put on their iPod or whatever, right?
Totally.
I guess it's a question of what you want as a musician, right? I guess there's some satisfaction in playing cover tunes well.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And when the crowd goes wild, you play it well. Personally, I don't want to meet the standard of some other drummer. I would rather meet the standard that I create.
Yeah,
of course.
definitely.
Yeah, it's good to create your own thing.
Yeah. And that way, if I miss a beat, no one knows but me.
Yeah, exactly.
Any other people in the band.
Yeah, it depends on where you go because what you just explained, I mean, 200, 400 people, yeah, for original shows, that's not really your average crowd.
No.
But there's a lot of people that go out on their Friday, Saturday and blow off steam at original shows. And it just depends on where you're going, right? And
the type of place.
you're not going to play 3 hours of original music, but you'll play 45 minutes and people will wake up the next day and be like, man, that was awesome.
Keep an eye out for them, right?
Exactly. And so, yeah, there's scenes out there, and there's lots of attention towards original music if you're in the right place, I think.
Yeah, but I find like salting in the odd cover is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And
we
it
do
will
that.
help your audience identify a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
are there covers that you like to play that way? Are there certain bands that you do like to cover?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do a lot of covers at home. I don't actually like share with anyone. I use them as a standard just to learn something because obviously if they recorded it at a certain point and put it out, if I can like mimic that or like get myself to at least play their songs, then I'm like, I'm pushing myself more and more, but I don't necessarily use that as a tool to display to other people. But I mean, when we do pick covers to play to other people,
We usually try to keep them within a similar sound or alter them a bit. Like we have an old recording of Folsom Prison that we
Johnny Cash,
and
yeah.
it's
Like a
more
pumped up
of a
version,
pumped
fast
rock
version?
Nice.
totally. We have a
Yeah,
video on
that's fun.
YouTube, and that's pretty easy to find.
Cool.
And like whatever covers we do, we try to keep it in the vein of the band. We're not the type of band that's gonna be asked to play like what's a good example?
Like
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
We're not
You're
pulling out
just-
Bon
I'm glad
Jovi
you guys
tunes
aren't
anytime
covering Bon
soon,
Jovi
right?
anytime soon. That's
Thought about
good for
it,
you
but
guys.
decided not to.
Yeah.
I don't think Bon Jovi needs to get covered. I
No,
really
no.
don't.
So how much material do you guys have? Do you have a few EPs out? I saw that there was 2, I think, on your Bandcamp. I
Yeah,
saw.
we have one cassette out, and then we had put out a CD last summer. The first cassette that we did, actually, we recorded like 8 songs, but we only released 3. All recorded in like an old garage, like at a jam spot that
Cool.
Tommy actually ended up recording.
Nice.
So it was very DIY, very on our own. And then the next one, which is Live at Virgil, we recorded with Davis Maxwell, who's got a studio in an abandoned school. He's in a band
Really?
called like
Abandoned school.
an
That
abandoned
must be
school.
so
It was
awesome.
great.
Is
insane.
it, the whole school's just abandoned?
It is, but like I think they have like Sunday school or something like
Yeah,
that.
they rent out a
Some
couple
classes.
areas.
So cool. Say in St. Catharines?
It's in just outside of it in a town called Virgil, and
Sounds
like
great.
a lot of bands actually rent out the rooms, and we were at one point trying to get in there for a jam spot, but it's really hard.
Like a
'cause
monthly?
I think they just
sort
do
of
it
thing,
almost by the
or-
year. Like
Okay.
it is monthly, but it's
Yeah.
like I feel like the bands that are there have been there for years.
Yeah, yeah,
like
it's one of those
if you know, like
spots,
Heavy
right?
Hearts, Red Coat. There's a lot of hardcore bands that actually.
Cool.
So.
The
That's
reverb
really
in
cool.
like school hallways is so awesome. I'd
Yeah.
be like all over
And
that.
in the wintertime,
That's
it'd
cool.
have like a shining vibe. I think,
Oh my
you know?
god!
Well,
I want to go!
They have like the teacher's lounge as their rehearsal area, so there's like all sorts of different areas for it. And then there's a classroom that's been opened up and split in half for the tracking areas.
That's really cool.
It's really cool how they use it.
Yeah, it was a good experience. We did it live at the floor too. So
It sounds great. That's the one I heard. That's the main one on your band.
Yeah.
right?
with George
They're
Foreman
new.
on the
Yeah,
cover.
yeah. No, it sounds really cool. Very.
We're also planning on recording a new CD to come out towards the fall this year. So.
Very cool. You got a name for that?
Fur of Tuco.
No.
Just a joke.
Inside joke. No title.
Rumors
yet.
are going to be starting now.
Yeah.
That's right. Right here on ArtsTalk.
Oh yes.
And this is ArtsTalk, by the way, on 102.7. I'm Taylor Cost.
I'm Dave Peters.
And we were in conversation with Pete, Tommy, and Jordan of the Advancing Low Lives.
Yes, we are.
All the way from beautiful St. Catharines, Ontario, by way of the Six. Do you guys call it the Six? Or is that a drink?
Who calls it this?
I don't know.
I look down on anyone that calls
I'm old enough. I still call it Big Smoke. I don't think it's
Big
Smoke.
Smoke. That's better than the 6. Well, I think it was
Oh
like
my
416, and then people just got even lazier. They're like,
Oh, the 6.
Well, it's
I think-
416 and then 647, right?
Yeah.
So there's a
Oh,
6
okay,
in both
sure,
area
sure.
codes. I
It's
think
But there's a
four
4
there,
in
too.
both. Why isn't it?
Why is it
Yeah.
the 4?
Why isn't it the 4?
Bob
Six
York.
is cool.
That would
Yeah.
make a lot more sense.
yeah.
We're getting somewhere on ArtsTalk with this. This is very good. This is good.
So, how does the writing work in the band? Does one of you lead that element of it?
Peter's our front man. He brings the material that he starts to us, and we lay our parts on it.
You're the lyric writer, Pete?
Yeah. So I'll just kind of throw on the acoustic usually. Depends. Like certain songs are different. Some of the songs that we have start off as jams with no lyrics at all, and then I kind of just freestyle a bunch of melody, and then I'll pick apart. Like we'll usually record it, and I'll pick apart a couple of words. I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense to like what the song's about, and then I'll kind of try to build it from there. But other songs too start more acoustic and more lyric based. So
Do you have a preference of which style of writing you like?
I kind of like the combination of doing both because and the jams is very much like the band.
Yeah.
So I like the element of that because I feel like you just approach it a bit differently.
Right.
And then there's the ones that I bring too, and it's kind of cool to see those songs.
Come to life. Like
Come to
that,
life as
right?
well,
Yeah.
so-
different outcomes, different people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
Very cool.
never write them with the intent of like writing like Tommy's parts or Jordan's parts. It's a lot of times like I trust these guys. I'm like, let's just find out what works. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we'll talk about it, and we'll.
There's lots of times
Yeah.
where it'll be like it'll come in with like a general idea of how the song is, like the chord structure and what it's going to sound like, and then from there as a band we'll kind of mix it up and structure it as a whole song, right? Certain things will come from us all playing together, whether it's a bridge or a breakdown or something like that.
Yeah.
But it'll kind of come in with an outline of essentially what the song will be.
Right.
We're pre-producing
Sorry.
the album in my studio right now.
Oh, you have your own studio?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Very cool. Is there a name? You want to give it a
Uh,
shout out on the air?
Yeah, I call it Two Flamingos. I named it after a desk lamp.
That's cool. Two flamingos. I like that. That's nice.
Very
Very cool. So that's good. You're in the pre-pro stage of your next album.
Yeah.
Getting ready for that. It's exciting times.
How many tunes do you expect to have on the record?
We want to do a full length. That's like the goal. But like again, we'll see.
It's 11,
It's a
12.
lot of work.
Hopefully
Yeah.
in there.
My band's trying to do, well, we are doing full length. It started as an EP and we just kept adding songs, and I'm like, oh my god, we have
And
11
there was some
songs
debate, right?
now.
Should it be an EP or should it be an LP?
Yeah, that's a secret, Dave. no, it was, but it's a lot of work, but it's so, I can't imagine how exciting it is once you like have that final product and you have this full length
Oh, yeah.
disc. So good luck.
Yeah, it'll feel
Thank
nice.
Excited to hear it.
Well, this is the first time we're going to be like really paying like dissecting things too. Because again, the first album, I guess we kind of did it with the first album too, but it was just like we were kind of, at least I was inexperienced in a way.
Yeah, you always
There's-
learn each time.
And it can, for me at least, because I'm not a really experienced sound engineer by any means, like I know what I know how to do, but I felt like I was stretching myself a bit thin recording and playing and performing.
It's huge, yeah.
So there was
It's a lot of
things
work.
that it's like I feel like I just kind of settled with that I wouldn't normally have settled with, just because it's like, oh, do I want to
And
go
you
back?
always
Settle back
hate
to
that,
band?
right?
Oh, and you hate
Yeah.
that, right?
The
I
new songs
choose
you
to-
can't listen to because you settled.
Exactly,
Right?
and settling is never good because it haunts you forever. Every
Yeah.
time you hear that part, you're like, I wish I
Oh,
changed
could've
that,
done that better.
right? Every time.
Every time.
So you guys will be recording at another studio and you won't be manning the board yourselves.
It'll probably be with this guy.
Two flamingos.
Yes.
Fantastic. Very
Yeah.
cool.
He's a much more sound engineering type person than me.
And the
much more
setup that
experienced.
and the setup that Jordan has is like much different too.
Higher
like,
quality.
Basically, every single jam at this point is all plugged in, so like we're pretty much recording every jam.
That's wicked.
So it gives us a good chance to really listen. And I don't know, Jordan could probably talk about it a lot better than I can.
Analyze yourselves and your jams, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's nice to listen back and hear what you didn't hear when you're playing through it and snug things up.
Very cool, yeah.
Do you play the guitars right into the system? Do you mic the amps?
Like
How do you-
DIs.
We've done both. I keep my cabinets in isolation. We've done practices with mics on cabs. We practice through headphones, and more recently I've picked up some more gear. When we track the drums, we'll be going through DIs with some amp sims and then reamping later on.
Very cool, very cool.
How many mics do you have on the drum kit?
For practice, 4. For tracking, probably somewhere between 6,
Yeah.
8 to 11.
Yeah.
Very cool.
There's a geek question that
I was gonna say,
none of our
Dave was
listeners care
a
about
drummer
at
geek.
all.
No.
How many mics on the drum kit?
Do you know how many mics were on Clint's, I think?
No.
23.
20.
I'm pretty sure that's the number. Yeah, there was like something crazy on that.
I-
But I don't. Drums are so like I don't know how you would record drums. It's so loud and bleeding into all that. I don't know how you do it. I think we should take a listen to the
Speaking of
advanced
bleeding, why don't we play a song? So we're starting out with Levitate. What do we need to know about Levitate?
It's the first track off of the latest EP.
Yeah, one of our newer songs
Yeah.
in general.
Was this recorded at the Virgil?
Yeah, this is
Floor
live off
thing?
the floor. Yeah, with Davis
Wicked.
Maxwell.
Live off the floor too.
Yeah.
Let's hear
Live
it.
off the floor, this is Levitate by the Advancing Lowlives on 102.7 Chop FM. Levitate by the Advancing Lowlives on 102.7 Chop FM. This is ArtsTalk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And we are in conversation with the Advancing Lowlives, Pete, Tommy, and Jordan, with Shannon in the background.
Yeah.
How you doing back there, Shannon? It's all good?
She's good. She's good.
I can't see you waving yet.
Shannon was waving. If this was TV, you could have seen that. So that was the lead track off the new upcoming...
Nope, the latest EP.
The latest. The one, this is one that's currently available. Where can people find this music?
We have it on Bandcamp. You also, if you come to our shows, like we usually have it for sale, but that's it. We don't have anything on iTunes or anything yet.
Is that something you're going to do in the future, maybe?
I think I've thought about it, and I've always started the process, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of a lot of work. I don't have time right now. But later I'll do it, and then I just never do.
I just had my first experience doing that with distrokid.com, and it was fantastic. It was really easy. It took me probably 10 minutes to upload it, and
Really?
it was a single, but it took me less. It was really not a lot of time. You just click what you want, and they do all the work for you. So I would recommend that.
We'll likely
Go
put the
forward.
next one on iTunes.
Yeah,
through the
Yeah.
label.
Spotify.
It's a good thing to have because then it's so accessible for people, right? It's easy to find your music.
Can you make some revenue from it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you make money.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's great.
Is the idea to make a living at the Advancing Low Lives?
That's the dream.
It's the dream.
Always.
Always. Anytime I don't have to actually like go somewhere else and slave labor for money, like
Yeah.
you know.
You slave over your own stuff for money.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a little more enjoyable.
We ask everybody that question.
Yeah.
And the answers are always very, very similar.
much,
you know? Yeah,
right?
you would love to be able to do that. In the meantime, you work a day job, to got bills to pay.
You
and
got to
all
do what you got to do. There's
Good.
there's famous musicians that have day jobs.
that. Exactly.
It's unfortunate, but maybe it'll change one day, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. That didn't have a lot of like hope in it. That wasn't a good maybe.
The farther
Probably not.
technology goes, the less money we're getting. So.
I know, and we I had a writer on here who made the same point, right? There's probably never been as good a time in history to put your art out into the world.
Yeah.
But there's never been a worse time either, because you can't make any money at it doing
Well,
it
the
that
thing
way.
is,
Yeah.
every 13-year-old person is the only person with exposable income because they have their allowance, right? And they're buying Justin Bieber's new album or whatever, right?
Sadly.
Any 20 or above has to either pick between their phone bill or buying a new CD. They're just
Right.
going to download it and pay the phone bill.
Yeah. The other thing is the sheer volume of
Yeah, you're right.
creativity that's out there.
There's
right?
so much out there. Doesn't mean it's all good, but
No,
it's
but
a lot
there.
to sift through, right?
Yeah, exactly. People got to find their way to you,
Yeah.
and I think that's the biggest challenge: is to be heard, how you're heard.
Yeah, that's why I think playing live is really important. Getting out there and kind of doing that grind for a while so you get out there.
And I guess that's what hasn't changed over the last 50 years
I
is
guess so.
grinding it on playing live and having people hear you and go, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
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 There are plenty of people out there to listen to and buy music. The work is to find your audience. And
Yeah.
you mentioned
Right.
playing live. That's we hope to pick up a handful of new fans every time we play a show. But
Totally.
it's definitely about finding your audience.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you guys have favorite places to play? Venues, cities?
We just played the Opera House recently, and we had a blast.
You
Wow.
did not.
That's
Awesome.
huge.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that was like what? That was a very unexpected gig too. Like kind of happened. Like we weren't expecting to be playing any shows.
Wow,
And then-
that's a great venue.
yeah.
Popped up.
And we had,
Who are you with?
It was just like a showcase during like CMW. Like
Wow,
Canadian Music Week.
CMW too. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
That's a good week to play Toronto.
It was a really good. It was a Friday night.
Wow.
And it was just cool. We had some photographers out and some video people too to really like take advantage of the moment of like playing on a stage like that. So
How cool were those lights?
Oh,
I saw
great.
some of my friends playing
Oh.
on that stage and I was so jealous.
Oh.
Damn.
And the
It's a
audio.
big time lighting
Right?
rig.
yeah,
Like-
monitor guy
Like
like.
the sound.
So
you
cool.
got a monitor. What?
I've actually worked because I do like stagehand work sometimes in the city. So I've worked at like the Opera House before, so I actually knew some of the guys. So
Oh,
it was kind of
cool.
cool to play to them, just because like I'm used to like lifting stuff
Yeah.
right by them.
You got to like
Be on
switch
the other
roles.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, most of our shows, the front of house guy is the lighting guy and the
Oh,
monitor guy.
yeah.
Right?
Sure, yeah.
We had a lighting person, front of house person, and a monitor person.
So good.
Our front
Wow.
of house guy gave us a board mix the day of. I think I'll probably sift through it and see if we can release any live recordings.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And they were all reasonably sober, I bet, too, all these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I saw the sound guy drinking beer after we played.
There you go.
There
That's all
you
you
go.
care about.
Yeah.
Unlike a lot of the other people you play. So you've got instruments in hand.
Yes.
Somebody's sitting on one.
Yes.
The drummer. Tommy the drummer. So what are you going to play?
Shit.
What do you want to play? Oh. Sorry. What do you
What
want
are
to
you
play
gonna
first?
play, guys?
Start with.
Do you need to tune or are you tuned? Shall Taylor and I kill time here while you tune?
We could just talk about.
If you don't mind, just for a
Shoot the
second.
breeze.
So what's coming? Oh, so coming up in Newmarket,
Yeah.
we have a really cool show happening at Little Brew Hops, and myself and Natalie Wong will be performing, as well as Fibberloo, Laura Wilson and Manny D of Fibberloo will be playing a very lovely jazz set for us, and that's May 18th at 8 o'clock p.m. There's no cover; it's an all-ages event, so reserve your tables because I hear they're running out.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
that's
lot
Little
of
Brew Hops
fun.
on Main Street. Terrific venue, and this we hope will become a long-standing tradition of jazz on Thursdays
Yes.
at Little Brew Hops. So that's great. And of course, we have Rubella coming up in Barrie,
Yep, May 11th.
May 11th, next Thursday.
And that's with Output, Heart Attack Kids, and Generation Hexed. So come out to that. That's like the best Thursday night I've heard of in a long time, if I say so myself. So, yeah, so are we ready, guys?
I think so.
Cool.
All right, so what are we going to hear?
It's an old song, Homegrown Catastrophe.
Here.
Okay.
All right.
Having trouble getting out of bed 'cause I just don't care anymore. When I'm stuck on repeat, at least it seems to be so. Now is when I'll reach through the door. Well, I'm stuck in a rut. I'm spilling my guts and you don't seem to even care at all. Care at all. Care at all. Having trouble trying to give up 'cause you just don't like what I say. It's never enough of what it needs to be. So now is when you reach through the door. You've already left it. You're already gone and you don't care to even see my face. Well, it's a disgrace from who I used to be. A man who don't exist anymore. Exist anymore. Tell me something, your heart's broken, shattered from my lies. Paint a picture, let things linger, story of my life. 'Cause I'm a homegrown catastrophe. There's nothing in this world I'd rather be. Yeah. All of the things you'll never see. The kind of man I know I'll never be. Taken from me, the homegrown catastrophe. Tell me something, your heart's broken, shattered from my lies. Paint a picture, let things linger, story of my life. Tell me something, your heart's broken, shattered from my lies. Paint a picture and let things linger, story of my life.
Ooh, that was awesome.
Really good.
Wow.
That was the Advancing Low Lives on 102.7 Chop FM. This is ArtsTalk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And we are in conversation with Pete, Tommy, Jordan, and Shannon from the Advancing Low Lives.
Very
That was excellent
impressed.
work, guys. Excellent work.
I got two things to say.
What
Well, I
are
got
those
lots of
things?
things to say.
What are
That
those-
everything was so good. I love the vocals all together. That was amazing. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
sounded
vocals
really
was
fun.
terrific.
Your voices really complement each other. It just created this really cool, fun atmosphere. And then amazing like control of the microphone. Both of me and Dave are like, oh god, that's gonna be in the red zone. And no, you nailed it. Like
Turned
so.
out.
Yeah, no, it was
I was
great.
Honestly,
not
I
sure how
started
that
that
would go.
scream. I was reaching for
It
the
was
EQ and
awesome.
didn't need
Yeah,
to.
no, we were like, he's got this.
We practiced in the living room. So.
Yeah.
Great playing, all of you guys.
Thank you very much.
Wicked solo, good beats. It was really cool.
Yeah, I was going to
very
say, nice
impressed.
lead, and the cajon playing was pretty
Yeah.
solid. Pretty
Thank you.
solid.
Really liked it.
You know, this is like the third time I've ever played a
Come
cajon.
on, is that right?
You're killing it.
You played it with confidence, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that was fantastic. Very
That
cool.
was the kick drum from Band on the Couch in the first season.
Yeah.
We took the snares out of
Oh.
it, and we set that up in front of the couch and put a kick pedal on it.
I remember
and
that.
and a
Wicked.
trashy snare.
Before we ask more questions about this band on a couch, because I want to, what song was that called for our listeners?
Homegrown catastrophe.
Homegrown catastrophe.
That was the first song I heard of the band's. I saw
Very
Pete play
cool.
that acoustically with Tommy
Very cool.
a few years ago, and I joined them probably 6 months after that or so.
I'm sure it's a lot harder in recordings, but it translates really well acoustically. That was really cool.
We weren't even sure we were going to play that one today.
That one
so.
just happened. We were like, oh, let's try it out last second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
glad
That's
you
a good
did.
addition.
So you mentioned Band on a Couch. Let's hear a little bit about that because you're involved in it, right?
Yeah, both Jordan and I are involved in that. Jordan, why don't you talk about it?
We founded it with our two friends in St. Catharines, Ari Struger Kalkman and Cody Linthicum. Pete does the video and I do the audio. Ari manages and Cody is the creative director. But it's an online video series. We have bands from Niagara, the GTA, and we've even had a couple international acts come. They just
Okay.
play on an orange couch in our living room, and we mic them up. It's a rule that everyone be on the couch.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
Is it
just,
acoustic or electric?
it's anything.
Okay.
We've had a lot of bands do acoustic renditions, but there's a pending episode of a mathcore band that actually came in
Interesting.
with their amps, and it's a pretty cool one.
I can't wait to check out the show. I'm really excited about it. It kind of reminds me of have you heard of AV Underground and that whole?
Yeah.
That's really cool,
I love
right?
that kind of
Seems
stuff.
like you're kind of in the same field as that. So
Yeah.
check it out, band on a couch.
Yes.
Yeah, and we
And on a
actually,
couch.
in St. Catharines, just this past weekend, there's a festival called In the Soil.
Okay.
We actually had a stage, Band on a Couch stage, Band on a Couch-a-thon,
Yeah.
where we had 36 bands in 11 hours play.
That's amazing.
12
On the couch.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
like
12
the
hours.
Guinness World
Goes
Record
everywhere.
stuff,
Well, yeah.
right?
When they have shows, the couch goes to the show, goes up on the stage,
Yeah.
and everyone sits on the same couch.
That is so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
So whose twisted idea was that?
It was Cody's initially. Him and Ari.
I think I was there too.
Were you?
I was there too.
I was the one that wasn't there. They mentioned the idea. MTV Unplugged was the
Inspiration?
impetus. Yeah.
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 And Cody mentioned having an orange couch, and it seemed like it would be
Yeah.
good for branding.
It's a good
It is
eye-catching,
And
yeah.
it's in the thumbnail for all of the YouTube videos. There are
Wicked.
over 200 episodes now, I think.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing.
So you don't normally play this acoustic setup, obviously, because you've only played that Cajon 3 times.
Yeah.
So that's normally an electric arrangement for that tune?
Yeah, definitely. And we haven't actually played that song in the last little while since we started as the 3-piece. I actually split my guitar tone between a bass amp and a guitar amp, so it's
very
really
cool.
hard to play a song like that sometimes with the strumming.
We had to
on
change
the
up
new
a couple
setup.
songs and write some new ones.
Do you have a
for
bass
it.
player?
No.
Okay, so you're like the guitar bass player.
He's both.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
Octave
think
pedal
we-
into a bass amp, and it's
Shannon, you gotta learn bass.
Apparently.
Yeah, no, I mean, sounds like you're doing it pretty good on your own. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
No, that's okay.
Cool. So, you guys had another song planned acoustic. Do you want to play it for us before we run out of time? We've got about less than 10 minutes left of this
Or
show,
10
so
minutes or so.
Sure,
we're gonna
shall
play
we?
another one.
All right. Well, we're actually going to do the song that was played initially, right?
Levitate?
Is that what we're doing?
That's what you wanted to do, right?
Yeah, that's what
I'd
we're
like
going to
to
do.
say
Yeah. Okay.
Let's hear it.
So we're doing
The
an acoustic
acoustic
version of Levitate, which is
Great.
normally a much louder song.
Well, everyone loved it the first time around.
I'm gonna try to go
In case
live
they
on
didn't hear it the
Facebook,
first time.
but
Advancing Low Lives with Levitate on
You're
102.7
fine.
Jump FM.
I'm gonna sing up.
Okay.
All right, I guess it's me first. Are we good to go?
you're good to go. Let's hear it.
Whenever you're ready.
Cause I would levitate, I would levitate, I would levitate. I would levitate, I would levitate, I would levitate. I don't wanna be what I wanna see. I don't wanna be me, cause I don't know nothing. When everything just seems so hard, I don't know if I'll ever come down. I will think aloud and I'll be strong. I levitate. Well, you don't know. So just back up, right? I don't wanna be what I wanna see. I don't wanna be me, 'cause I don't know nothing. When everything just seems so hard, and I don't know if I'll ever come down. I will think aloud and I'll be strong. I will get along with anyone, 'cause I will levitate. I will levitate. Hey! Well, you don't know. So just back up, right?
That was awesome. Very, very cool.
Levitate by the Advancing Lowlives on 102.7 Chop FM. You're listening to Arts Talk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And this is a conversation with the Advancing Lowlives, Pete, Tommy Jordan, and Shannon.
And that was live on Facebook. So if you want to see the visual of that and see what the band looks like and in their glory, then check out our Facebook at Arts Talk Radio.
What they look like all screaming and stuff.
That was really, really cool. I really like that song too. I got some goosebumps with those.
I'll tell you what.
That chorus notes.
I have two words, Led Zeppelin. That was really got a Led Zeppelin-y vibe for me.
Nice.
I'll take that any
Don't you
day.
think? Don't you think?
Thanks,
Definitely.
Bano. That was really, really good. All the
I didn't
vocal
even
and the
think
harmonizing.
that.
Oh, yeah. It's really, really,
Really
cool.
liked the harmonies that you guys did today. It was really, really cool. Everything was
Thank you.
awesome, but
Thanks
really
so much.
cool.
So, did you write that one too, Pete?
Yeah, I did.
Did you think about the harmonies? Did you say, I'm going to need a backing vocal here, or I'm going to need a harmony vocal here?
Not really. I mean, I always can hear harmony in my mind. Like when someone hits it, or if if I'm listening back to it, I can kind of, if I hear a little note, I'm like, oh, maybe like harmony would be good there and stuff. But no, I don't think I initially even had harmony.
We started harmonizing the screams when I rejoined the band.
Yeah.
And we did an acoustic performance on the couch when Pete mentioned the band on a couch-a-thon. We played for that. Tommy was unavailable, so Shannon came in and rehearsed some backup vocals. So
Nice.
they're new stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the acoustic.
We really
outfit.
enjoyed it. It was very,
Yeah,
very cool.
terrific.
Thank
Really
you.
good.
Thank you.
We
You
are-
guys maybe should consider touring as an acoustic guy.
Change
You
up
can
the
just do
whole
both.
thing.
Just
We
do
could
both.
definitely fit
It's
in a
nice to
car.
be able to take any and all.
Yeah, it's great. You
gigs.
guys can translate so well into that.
You could do the
acoustic
coffee
sound.
house tour, the
Yeah, right.
The bar tour.
The living room tour. How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
It'd
We
be
can
cooler
actually
if you
do
plugged
radio
in in the
shows.
living
We had
room,
to be
though.
picky on which ones we were able to change into an acoustic
Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah,
Well, it's nice reducing them because you know that there's still a song there if it's entertaining.
totally.
When you take
Yeah,
away
you're
the dirty
right.
guitars and
yeah,
stuff.
definitely. So, are you playing anywhere coming up where
Yeah, that's
people
what I was
see
going
you?
to ask. After
Uh,
the shows.
May
Second.
19th, we're playing at a place called the Geekery, which is like a bar slash like not arcade,
Old
like
school games like
wicked.
Nintendo's,
That's
stuff
so
like that.
cool.
There's
Yeah, it's a
TVs
really
everywhere.
neat venue.
Where's that?
Niagara
It's on
Falls.
Niagara Falls,
Montrose
Montrose Road,
in McLeod.
McLeod Road.
McLeod Road in Niagara Falls.
Wicked. All right
In Niagara
then. Yeah.
Falls.
Niagara
Yeah,
Falls,
there's a
if
band
you're in
called
the area.
Well and Wasted, and they put on shows there like I think 1 or 2 every month. And they brought us back for a couple, so this will be like our 3rd or 4th time playing there.
Good for you guys.
But it's always a good reception. It's a smaller show, but it's
Sometimes
a
those
lot
are the
of fun.
best, though, right?
Oh, totally.
Out of place, and it's that environment, that feeling you get with a packed little venue is
Yeah.
kind of unbeatable sometimes. So that's awesome.
We may be back in the city in a couple months too. No, possibly.
Possibly, that's a
Tentative.
possible.
So
Leave
people
it.
can follow you online though and find out about upcoming shows that you will be booking this summer, right?
Yes.
Where's the
Oh,
best
yeah.
way for people to find you online?
Probably Facebook is probably where the majority of the information goes.
Mm-hmm.
That or like maybe follow some Instagram, but like we're not
Cool.
huge social media people. Like we try to do it.
Facebook.
Facebook is where
Facebook.
you'll find our shows.
All right.
If you go on the Facebook site.
You
for
need
the
to find some
Advancing
young
Lives.
people that can help you with that.
Yeah, no.
They are
Totally,
young,
yeah.
Dave.
Forget what he just
You
said. We're very media-friendly people. We're really good with the media.
Oh my God. Okay. So this has been the Advancing Lowlives on ArtsTalk, and that was super awesome.
It was
Check
super
them out May 19th, Niagara Falls, and then follow them on Facebook to see when they're playing in this area.
And go to Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, yeah, the advancinglowlives.bandcamp.com.
Before we move off, we have to ask about the name.
Is that
I'll
you?
let you.
I don't
take
even
that
know.
one.
I don't know. I was in a lot of bands before where I was always just like a lead guitarist or whatever, and like they just weren't doing anything. Like, just wasn't going where I wanted to. So finally, I just decided I'm just gonna like start writing my own tunes, sing my own songs, and kind of like take the reins on it. But I always thought of myself as not the, I didn't see myself as a frontman at first or anything like that. So in a way, like Advancing Lowlives, just like coming from like not being like, like an underdog kind of situation.
Yeah, no, totally. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I
Well,
wouldn't
and
have expected that.
Usually, when you're looking for band names too, there's always like a million thrown out. You're like,
I know, right? Or the best ones are taken, and you're like,
Yeah.
We were looking for a band name, and I was just like, "What do you think?" The first things that he messaged me was the Advancing Lowlives. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a lucky.
Doesn't happen often
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
a little-
awesome.
A little self-deprecating, kind of funny.
Yeah, right. It works.
Yeah, yeah. It's rock
Just a
and roll,
name.
Dave. It's rock and roll.
Did you ask about the name of the forthcoming LP? Did you ask?
I did ask,
you?
but I think it's a secret,
Oh,
and
it's a
we'll
secret.
find out. Maybe everyone should follow
So
them
we
on
couldn't.
Facebook.
We didn't break it here.
To
on
be
our site.
determined.
No, we
didn't
did
break
not.
that
So it's gonna be
Yeah.
to our-
We can allow you to when we realize what it is.
Ooh,
You know what?
yeah, come back on the show.
That'd be excellent. We'd love to have you back on the show. Yeah, you guys are terrific.
Yeah.
Really, it's been a real pleasure having you here. We are going to have to start wrapping it up so that the 7 o'clock show can come in here. But we want to thank you so much for coming down.
Thanks for having us.
You guys
Thanks
are
for having
great.
us.
Thank you.
Come up here and play some shows.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd love
I think you
to.
do really well in Newmarket. So
Taylor does some
Yeah,
promoting up here
sure.
in the Newmarket area, and Barry's a hopping spot too.
Yeah.
You guys are from Barrie, so you know, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, Fox
Yeah.
Lounge.
Love the Fox.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
the
Going
Fox.
on. Okay, so that has been the Advancing Lowlives on ArtsTalk. Thanks again.
Thank you.
On here on 102.7 Chop FM. Next week we have.
Next week we have, and forgive me, I'm going to say this, I hope it's not a tongue twister, the ostrich hypothesis. I did it. That's
The
good.
ostrich hypothesis?
Ostrich, yeah. Ostrich hypothesis, which I believe is a Barrie band. It's going to be pretty cool. So
Okay, we're
we're going
looking
to
forward
check
to
that
that.
out next Wednesday. But for now, we're going to close with this song called Insane by the Advancing Lowlives.
Or open-minded.
Open-minded.
Oh,
Open-minded.
no, we changed our mind. We're going to do
We're
open-minded.
going to go with open-minded.
All right, so
And who is this?
this is the Advancing Lowlives on 102.7 Chop FM.
My mind is always open all the time. Pull the trigger again. Pull the trigger so it goes right through my head. Communication is key. When I speak and I know you're not listening. Hey! My mind is always open all the time. My mind is always open all the time. open.